at the time you were what, 21, 22 maybe?
I was like 22, but when I was in New Orleans the other day for the Super Bowl, we went down for a week to do a bunch of media stuff. It was really fun, but really hard at the same time. And full like ego stroke for me. I'm used to like being somebody. Whenever I have to go to a conference or anything, everybody will like know who I am, and I'll
Hmm.
get a little bit of respect. At bro, that was the most Hunger Games shit I've ever done in my life. Nobody gave a fuck who I was. It was impossible to get like these people on this podcast. It was so hard. Very, very humbling, and I thank you guys for all of these compliments. Uh, but I was talking to one of my friends, and he was like, "The one thing I respected about you is that you told me at this point, either I do it or we die." Because at that point, it was like either I do it or means, starve, and means, had like bananas and rice for a very long time and like spam. And that's all I could afford to feed us. And so, like, that's just what we ate. At a point in time, I had to send my son to Utah with my parents for a couple months because I was like, I can't afford to like fucking feed this kid. And again, like, my parents are amazing, and I wasn't trying to ask them for help. But then, like, my mom's like, yeah, I get to be with my grandbaby for 2 months in the summer. That's gonna be awesome. But like, that's something I had to do because I couldn't afford to like feed him. And I would have been able to even do it without Kalani either, because I remember Kalani coming home. She was the DM for Aldi, and so she opened up all of Central California for Aldi, the largest grocery store in the world, and she was in charge of all of their Northern California expansion. And so she would randomly come visit me, and she'd come with these huge packs of fucking like squeezable baby food. And like that would be like Zeno lived off of that shit for a long period of time, just because like it was like extra food that we could feed him.